and a graduate from Boston University and a law school at the University of Georgia.
That's right.
Right. Good to have you again, Charles. Great to see you, sir.
Thank you. Good to be back.
And welcome to our listeners in Noonan, as we are cranking up this weekend, making our big debut. So, and by the way, I'm going to do my impression for you now of the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
My word. And we had what was it, 15 game lead 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now it's nothing. All right, so at any rate.
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how did you enjoy the play?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. At any rate. So the Braves, well, that's the way it goes.
Well, Charles practices Social Security, workers' comp, and personal injury law.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a Social Security question from a caller. This caller has worked many years, was injured in an auto accident, kept working, but had reduced hours part-time, and just turned 62 years old. Took early Social Security benefits while working part-time, and he says, my injury from the auto accident is getting progressively worse. Can I file now for Social Security disability?
What's the story there, Charles?
Well, it's an interesting situation. I think it comes up a lot. Maybe a little background on it to put this in context. As people get close to the age of 62, they have to make the decision whether they want to take the early retirement and get about a 75% lower monthly benefit than they would if they waited till their full retirement, which for people retiring now is 66. Mm-hmm. One option that people may not realize that they have, if they do have a disability, as this listener does, they can apply simultaneously at 62 for early retirement and at the same time for disability.
Mm-hmm.
So it's two different programs.
It's two different programs, and the advantage of doing that is that if you are found that you meet the disability requirements, or if it's found that before you actually reach 62 and retired that you were disabled, then they will go back and pay you the additional money. So in other words, let's say if you were getting let's say if your full retirement is $1,000, just to take an easy number to work with, and if you were getting $750 based on early retirement, and then you found that you were already disabled, because it will take a long time to make that determination, but then they'll go back and pay you $250 a month for each month that you got the lower one, and then you'll get the full retirement benefit you'll get the full benefit as disability until you reach 66, and that will just automatically switch over to retirement at full age. So that, in effect, your early retirement application would have been considered withdrawn, so you're not stuck to that lower level. Mm-hmm. The risk that people do run in doing that, however, that they need to be aware of is that if it's determined by Social Security that they were not disabled under Social Security standards, then they are stuck with that lower rate, that early retirement rate, from then on for the rest of their lives. They can never go back to the higher rate or go up to the higher rate that they would have had they waited to 66. So before doing that, it's advisable to talk to someone who specializes in disability law, an attorney, or possibly even a financial planner, to see if it's worth doing, if the chances of getting disability are good enough. Now, this person, it's a little complicated because there are two factors going on. They've already started. In other words, they didn't do it at the same time, which is probably the best thing to do if you